masculine, Chariot in reverse, feminine, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So Virgo masculine is feeling a little tired, I feel, in the month of March in regards to love relationships, wanting to move forward and maybe needing to take care of and wrap up things from the past. I don't feel like the masculine is feeling fully and completely in his glorious power that he would want to in either in a current relationship or to pursue one. So these energies down here are below the surface, unconscious, and then these are conscious above the surface, what is known. So we'll get to those. So the feminine with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, sort of a similar energy. This is definitely you guys with the Queen and it being representative of the element of earth. And of course, Virgo is an earth sign. Feeling maybe a little wobbly in a material sense in your finances of what's coming in. Maybe you're not feeling like what is coming in is enough to cover all of your expenses in a practical way. So with practical matters, there could be a little bit of a feeling of lack. And I'm recording this, I think today's either the 12th or the 13th of March. So I feel like this is definitely temporary. It's going to be a short-lived feeling. Virgo feminine, I feel during the new moon energy, which is coming up in the next couple days, in the middle of March, that this energy is going to be shifting for Virgo. So hold tight, Virgo feminines, and do the work and get centered and grounded. And I want you to be appreciative of your immediate environment and be grateful and have gratitude in your heart for the prosperity that is present in your life. And I feel by doing that, this card will be reversed very quickly. And it can even happen in a few moments with some intention and concentration. So let's go back over to the masculine side. I apologize that I keep having to clear my voice. I'm getting over something. So the Knight of Wands in the subconscious energy, I feel the masculine is wanting to move forward, perhaps towards the feminine, but there's a little bit of a stuck energy. Make sure you guys can see that. In his everyday experience, there's this passionate vigor, wanting desire underneath the surface of what's happening, but I feel like he's approaching circumstances and relationships with a certain amount of caution and maybe tamping down this wantonness, this desire, this sexual desire, and letting his logic take hold a little bit more instead of just his primal urges. And I feel that that's coming from past experiences. Like he doesn't want to repeat mistakes again. And he's being cautious in the way of out of self-preservation and protection. Which isn't a bad thing. But masculines, make sure that you're not stunting your current in the moment experience out of fear and limiting your creative expression out of fear of not wanting to feel. Let yourself feel in the month of March. It's okay. Whatever arises. So let's pop back over to the feminine, the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So I definitely feel these two cards are related. They're very similar. I feel like it's an old conversation, feminine, that is stemming from a place of lack from your past. It's conversation though that is losing its strength and it's losing its power over you with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like the work that you've been doing and the examination of how you can take responsibility for yourself is still happening in March, and you're getting a better handle on how you can provide for yourself without relying on outside sources or people or relationships to feel abundant in your own right. And in your own self-worth too. That just came through about the love for yourself. And even when you're feeling a little bit vulnerable in perhaps a financial circumstance or situation, growing through that to a place of acceptance and self-love, no matter what comes up. So let's flip these over, and the masculine and the Hanged Man. Okay, so the masculine in the conscious energies has the Six of Wands in reverse. And I do feel this, there is this tampening down of his primal sexual urges, that he doesn't want to be ruled by them anymore and take control of his emotions. And I feel like there's a little bit of work for the masculine to be handling in the month of March over how he is experiencing success and victory in his life. And I feel like that is being turned on its head for him and to be re-examined. And this is a very internal process with the Chariot in reverse. It's not outward, and maybe he is sharing with certain loved ones and trusted confidants in his personal life, in his immediate life, but very few people. He's not pronouncing this. It's like on the surface, you wouldn't know that this is going on with the masculine energy. So let's move over to the feminine with the Hanged Man in reverse in her conscious energies. Like I said, I feel like this energy is moving up, and the work that the feminine has been doing on her self-worth and what she values and what's important to her is being dislodged and jangled and set free and let loose, because having been in this position for oh so long, you're ready to get back out there, feminine. And whether that's in the dating world or in your current relationship with your masculine companion. But he's over here doing his process, and I feel like this process of yours is going to help and support and inform his process, and you can be a support to him in that way because you have gone through your own mire and garnered your own wisdom about the journey of self-love and how you've been practicing continuing coming back to loving kindness and compassion for self. And that's where all love begins, starts, and ends, period, is with the self. We can only love somebody else as much as we love ourselves. So it always has to first be an internal process, Virgo. Let's see what the center card is. Okay. So the 10 of Wands in reverse. I feel that this is becoming not a shared burden, but a feeling of you're not having to go it alone anymore. Like the wands can be released. It's an end of a cycle. And through the energies of March, you're going to see and experience in practical reality that from these inner journeys, both feminine and masculine, that there's this union of being able to help one another in real practical ways, like lifting the burden off of somebody in a way that they're struggling with. And it may seem like a very simple, easy task for you, but for them, it's such a great help and means the world, and vice versa. So that's beautiful. I like that message. So let me know in the comments below what parts of that resonated for you, Virgo. I'm also going to pull you another card. Let's do Archangel Michael from the Doreen Virtue deck for a quick little additional message for Virgo Divine Love, the month of March 2018. Admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. I'll show you the card. I appreciate your support in helping me face my feelings with grace and acceptance so that I can be lovingly honest with myself and others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for giving me courage and strength. I love it. It's perfect. So face feelings with grace and acceptance so that I can be lovingly honest. So the work, the internal processes, again, that the feminine has been going through leading up into March is exactly what needed to happen for her to be able to show up in a very strong and courageous way, not only for herself, but for the masculine, for what he's having to deal with in the March energies. Let's see real quick what it says in the book. You've drawn this card because there's an important feeling that you've been trying to ignore. Yet try as you might to push it aside, this feeling urges you to be honest with yourself. Archangel Michael says that facing this truth will be healing, and it will give you the direction and guidance you seek. You've tried to disregard your inner urging because you're worried about making life changes. Archangel Michael reassures you that he's guiding you and making sure that your needs are met and your relationships stay healthy. Awesome.